What's up, guys? Mike Olson along with my partner Justin Moody. We are the Moody Olson team, and this is our YouTube channel, Moving to Las Vegas. Have you ever dreamed about living on a golf course, but you never thought that you could afford it? Because, I mean, obviously golf course living is super expensive, right?
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. Follow along with us today, and we're going to show you how you can live on a golf course right here in Las Vegas on a budget. It's a common misconception that in order to live on a golf course, you have to spend luxury home money, right?
True.
And typically by luxury home money, we're talking $750,000 or maybe even $1 million and up.
Oh yeah.
That is definitively not the case, at least not here in Las Vegas. Our median home price here in Las Vegas, right around $450,000, $500,000, right? And we're gonna show you today that you can live in a golf course community. And all the communities that we have today, they're guard gated, they have community centers, they have community pools, and of course they have what you're all here for, they got that golf course.
Yes.
And all of these communities, you can buy a home within these communities for right around the median home value here in Las Vegas. Some of them have condos and townhomes that you can buy as low as under $300,000.
Okay.
And of course, obviously you can buy homes that cost multi-millions of dollars on a golf course here in Las Vegas. Any big metropolitan city is going to have that sort of luxury living. Mm-hmm. But we're here to show you that you can buy an affordable 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, regular, 2,000, 2,500 square feet, right around the median home price, maybe just a little bit above, definitely well below that $750,000 threshold that we set for luxury living. Mm-hmm. So we're going to jump right into it, guys. The first golf course community that we're going to talk to you about today is Los Prados. Now, if you want to take a look at the map here, we'll get the map up on the screen for you guys. You can see Los Prados is located up in the north part of town, kind of northwest-ish.
Yeah.
Right?
Not too far from your place.
No, it's actually just about maybe 10 minutes down the road from my house here. And Justin, what do you know about that Los Prados area? I know that you're familiar with that area.
I've played Los Prados a few times. It's a quality course. It's not obviously the best course in town, but it is a quality course. Every time that I've gone, it's been in really good shape. Everybody's been really friendly. They have a great clubhouse with some decent food, and the greens fees weren't astronomical. I want to say they were under $70 a round, even on the weekends, which is great. And it's pretty easy to get to. It's right off the 95. It does have major major streets around it, so you can kind of move in and around town pretty easily. And there's a good amount of homes that surround it, as well as restaurants, dining, and shopping.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some great shopping over there. I know that's an area that's really undergoing some revitalization.
Yes.
They're doing a lot of construction over there of new shopping centers. There are some new home communities relatively close to that area going in. But of course, we're here to talk about if you want to live within the Los Prados community. Now, the Los Prados community, we have it up here on the map. You can see that it is bounded on 3 sides by Ann Road, Lone Mountain to the south, and Decatur to the east. Mm-hmm. It's a really great community with close proximity to some great shopping, to some great dining, and it's an easy commute if you work downtown, if you work on the Strip or on Fremont Street. You just jump right onto 95 right there, and you're downtown in maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes at the height of traffic.
And you're not even that far from Nellis Air Force Base. You're not that far from the annex with all the warehouse jobs up there. And there are some great hospitals. So you're really close to Centennial Hospital as well as Mountain View Hospital. Those are going to be within 10 or 15 minute drive. So if you're in the medical field, or obviously if you need medical attention, you're going to be close. We all know hospitals have tons of medical facilities around them, doctors' offices. So you're going to be really close to a lot of the things that you need, which makes Los Prados, one of those affordable golf course communities that you definitely might want to check out.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, talking a little bit about the shopping. So if you live in that Los Prados community, chances are you're going to do most of your shopping probably over in the Centennial Hills area, not far from where I live here. Mm-hmm. And there's all sorts of shopping available over there, everything from your traditional grocery stores like Albertsons and Smith's to the more non-traditional things like Trader Joe's. We have some great gym facilities in this area. There's an LVAC nearby. There's the UFC Fit. There's EOS nearby. So for your fitness needs, you have plenty of options there. Of course, there's some great dining options. Lindo Michoacan is nearby. It's one of our favorite Mexican restaurants here in town. You're gonna have access to an In-N-Out. There's a Montana Steak Company nearby. There's lots and lots of great dining options in a relatively close distance to the Los Prados community. And of course, like we said at the beginning, all of these communities, they're guard gated. They're gonna have the community centers with the community pools, and the HOA fees are actually very reasonable, with Los Prados coming in at right around $212 per month for your HOA fees, which is a really affordable rate considering what you are getting for that money.
Yeah. And considering that Los Prados, like Mike had mentioned, is in a gated community, it's going to be more of a traditional and true golf course community, meaning that you're going to see people riding around in their golf carts from their homes to the community center, to the clubhouse, to the pool, or to the course itself, which kind of just makes it, feel like a smaller community within a large community, which is something I really appreciate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about a little bit about the houses in Los Prados.
For sure. So I've got some of the houses that are currently on the market right up here on the computer screen. And right now, as you can see, everything is right there around that median home price for the city of Las Vegas. We're talking homes on the golf course. Looking at the map right here, what do we got? So we got $480,000, single family home, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,348 square feet, right? 480, that's a great price. And that home is under contract. So that's not notional pricing. That's not what the homeowner is hoping to get for it. That's what they're under contract to sell that home for right now. Let's take a look at some of the photos here. Now, these are going to be a little bit older. They were built, let me see.
They're going to be built in the 90s.
These homes were all built in the 90s. This community was built in the late 90s. So this home was built in 97. Let's take a look at some of these photos. Oh yeah, so it's a really nice, quaint 3-bedroom home. Some great use of color on the walls. They really went all out with the accent walls in this home.
They did. It looks like they've done some updating to the kitchen as well, which is always nice.
Let's see. Let's take a look at that kitchen. Oh yeah, so we got some nice stainless steel appliances. We have what looks like granite or quartzite countertops. Really nice cabinetry, white, just like you like it.
Yeah, always with the white, huh?
Always with the white. Nice little breakfast nook. Good sized primary bedroom. And let's take a look at those views actually. So let's go back to all the photos here, and let's see. Yeah, so I like the landscaping. It's low maintenance, low water usage.
And this is going to be typical Las Vegas landscaping, desert scaping or xeriscaping, minimal water use. So remember this, there are not going to be any more golf course communities built in the Las Vegas area or in Southern Nevada because of water restrictions. So getting into a golf course community now when prices are still affordable might be the best bet, because again, this is going to be a limited inventory and it's only going to get smaller as time goes by.
And let's take a look. So yeah, in this house, look at this house backs right up to the course.
Yep.
So as you can see, you got the water feature right behind you there. So, that's great value for money. And honestly, I had never really considered Los Prados, but I might have to put Los Prados on my list of possible places when I downsize the
We'll have to put on this so we can play, so you can kind of get an idea of what the play is there. Because it is a different type of course. It's a lot it's narrow, like other courses that we'll talk about today.
Yeah, and just put that driver back in the bag, pull out the old 5-iron, and go to town.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right, so moving right along, let's talk about our next golf course community. So we're gonna go ahead and organize these today, guys. We're gonna start with the most affordable communities, and we're gonna move up to the communities that have maybe the higher price points. However, all of these communities are going to be what I would consider affordable by the Las Vegas housing market standards. Obviously, if you live somewhere that has significantly lower pricing for homes, you might have a golf course where you can buy a home for less money. And here in Las Vegas, finding a golf course home under $500,000, it's pretty good value for money.
Yes.
So our next community is going to be Stallion Mountain.
Okay, so we're going to the east side.
We are going over to the east side. Now, I know a lot of people have concerns about the east side.
So the east side is definitely a little bit more older. It's a little bit more diverse. And as far as the neighborhoods are concerned, there are going to be areas that are challenged, but then you're going to find some great communities like Stallion Mountain, which is gated. That's just, it feels like you're living in luxury. So that stigma on the east side, we understand it. We've dealt with it before. We've had, many clients move to the east side that have been very happy with their choice. And Stallion Mountain, I think, is definitely one of those places where if you choose to live in a golf course community and you happen to choose Stallion Mountain, it's going to be a community that you will not regret.
So taking a look at the big map here, as you can see, Stallion Mountain is all the way out on the east side of town, kind of up against the mountain here.
Very easy access to Lake Mead, by the way, and a lot of the recreational areas in that Lake Mead National Park, as well as the wetlands just to the south. So there's a lot of great recreational area other than golf for Stallion Mountain.
Now, I believe that there are 2 separate HOAs depending on which part of the golf course or which part of the community you live in.
Okay.
So there is a little bit of variance in the homeowners association fees and the amenities. However, the entire community is guard gated. There are community centers, there are community pools. Of course, you have access to the golf course. Now, you have to pay per round. It's not a situation where just by virtue of living there, you get to play for free. None of the courses in Las Vegas that I'm aware of have a situation like that, unless you have a country club type membership.
Unless you have a membership, yeah.
Yeah.
Now these courses are also all going to be roughly under $100, even for a weekend. So Stallion Mountain does play for less money. I want to say it's right around that $65 to $70 range, even on the weekends.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the nearby community. So if you're looking for your shopping and dining options and you live over in the Stallion Mountain community, chances are you're going to do the majority of your shopping over off of Boulder Highway. There is, of course, plenty of shopping options over there, both for your grocery shopping, your everyday needs, your dining options are plentiful. And you're relatively nearby to Henderson, so if you're looking for more upscale dining options, you can easily jaunt down to Green Valley Ranch, or
Sunset Station, Galleria Mall. Those are all going to be with about 15-20 minute drive. So very easy access. You can run straight down Boulder Highway, or you can hop on the 95 or I-11 from there, jump down there relatively quickly. And then you also have some great up and coming shopping centers coming into that area. You're starting to see a revitalization of the east side. So within the next 5 years, you're going to see some fantastic shopping and dining options coming to that area as well.
Yeah, so let's take a look at some of the houses over here in Stallion Mountain. So I got the community up here using our One Home app, and man, check out these prices, Justin.
Yeah.
We are looking at 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $390 under contract. Right? Let's take a look at this. Well,
why wouldn't it be? You got 3 bedrooms for under $400,000?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't that be under contract? Now remember, guys, the prices that you see are, from today. Today, it's early October 2024. And like I just mentioned, Stallion Mountain in particular is starting to see a revitalization along the Boulder Strip is what it's called, and that east side in general. So the farther along they get into that revitalization, the more shopping and dining options they get, the more businesses relocate to that area, the higher these home values are going to get. So if you're thinking about getting in on the ground floor into an up-and-coming neighborhood, then Stallion Mountain might be the best investment for you right now.
And listen, guys, right now, as of the time of filming, interest rates are down.
They're down a little bit. They will be coming down hopefully very soon as well.
And the more those interest rates come down, the hotter the market's going to get.
Absolutely.
And the more the prices are going to go up. So if this is something that you're considering, make sure that you reach out to Justin and myself here at the Moody Olson team and let us help you figure out whether or not now is the right time for you. And we're not here to pressure you if you're not ready to move yet. We're here to be of service to you. We're here to provide you with information. We're here to provide you with advice. And I think that that's something that gets lost when people talk about real estate agents, right? People tend to think of us as, we're just here to open doors and facilitate walkthroughs of homes. And that couldn't be further from the truth. We're here to be your trusted advisor. We are fiduciaries. We have a responsibility to protect you, to protect your interests, to protect your money, and to give you the best advice. And so if you're considering a move and you think that buying a golf course home is something that you would like to talk about, give us a call. We would be more than happy to talk to you about it. And if it's not the right time, we'll tell you it's not the right time.
Absolutely.
But if you are ready to go, man, we'll help you find the home that you're looking for. But, just taking a look at the photos for this house right here, man, $390,000 for this home. It just seems like a complete bargain. Look at it, looks very nice. First of all, great job to the agent hiring a great photographer. The photos look great. You can see the guard gated community right here, and it's actually, patrolled. So you're going to have that safety of having a constant security presence around your home. The landscaping is very desert friendly. It's going to be easy to maintain. It's not going to use a lot of water, so you can be a better responsible citizen here in Las Vegas. You got what looks like a fairly decent fitness center, community pool, hot tub, and let's go ahead and take a look at the map here, because I believe that this home, so this home is not directly against the golf course itself, but it's right across the street. And, that's obviously going to have some effect on the price as to if your home actually backs up to the course itself versus if you just live inside the gated community. And if that's important to you, then that's something that we can help you find as well. But again, it's going to be the type of community where you're going to see people out riding around in their golf carts.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I tell you what, when I do eventually live in one of these golf course communities, I'll have my golf cart in the garage. Just my clubs will just be permanently strapped to that bad boy.
Absolutely. I've always said if I ever live in a golf course community, I'll have to have 2 sets of clubs, one for the golf cart and one for if I'm playing someplace else.
I know, right? But Stallion Mountain, fantastic value for money.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the other price points here. $467 right on the course, backs up right to the golf course. What else do we got here? $545 right on the course. $365, I believe this is also a single family residence coming soon. $365, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,234 square feet. Smaller home, right? But if you don't need a lot of space, that's great value for money.
Absolutely.
on the course.
If you want, maybe you're retiring, but you don't necessarily live in a retirement community, a smaller, 1,300 square foot home on a golf course might be perfect for you.
What do we got right here? $380 on the golf course, backing up to the actual course itself. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,654 square feet. Just a lot of value to be had on the east side. And again, we know that there is some stigma associated with the east side, but you're talking about a guard-gated community with 24-hour security presence, and you're talking about a golf course community where you're going to sit out on your back patio and drink your coffee and watch the duffers hit their ball into the water hazard. So, what more can you ask for?
Absolutely.
All right, let's move on to the next community. And we're going to go ahead and go back up to the northwest. And we're moving up just a little bit in price point. We're going to go to the community nearby where I live. And that is Painted Desert. So this is the Painted Desert Golf Course community right here. It's right at the intersection of the 95 and Ann Road. Again, a guard-gated community. Again, community center with community pool. When you talk about shopping, this is the community that is more conveniently located than any of them. Because you are literally right across the street from this Centennial Hills shopping center right here. Whereas you can see you've got the Trader Joe's, there's an Albertsons right over here, In-N-Out Burger, Cane's Chicken. Right up here in this shopping center, just a couple blocks up, you've got the Home Depot, you've got Home Goods, you've got Walmart and Sam's Club. There's multiple fitness centers in this area. Some great restaurant choices, BJ's Brew House. Again, Lindo Mishawaka is right here. There's a steakhouse nearby. There's a Parkway Tavern nearby. And then that's not even talking about getting into this area up here off of Durango right here where the Centennial Hills Hospital is. You've got the Smith's Market. You've got all sorts of restaurants up and down that area. All sorts of shopping. You've got Ross. You've got Kohl's. Right now there's a Spirit Halloween over there. I just had to take Stasha there so that she could enjoy the fall festivities. I had a great time doing that. But when it comes to shopping, you're not going to do better than Painted Desert and its proximity to all sorts of shopping facilities.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about this course. This is a course Justin and I know well. We play this course pretty regularly.
This is probably the course, other than Muni, this is probably the second most played course we have together.
Yeah, this one, I would agree with that statement. I'd say we've probably played this course together a half a dozen times
At
or
least,
so.
yeah.
Fantastic course. It's always in great shape.
Yeah.
If I had one complaint, and this is just a me complaint because I'm just not that great of a golfer, it's a little narrow.
It's a little narrow.
I do tend to sacrifice more balls to the golf gods at this course
I'm right there with you.
than any other course I play. But
it is a great course, and it's a very unique community in the types of homes that are in this community, because this community ranges from townhomes up to larger homes on the golf course, homes that are still in danger of golf balls when I'm out there that are maybe one row back with my slice. But like Mike said, the proximity to amenities, the proximity to the highway, this course really does kind of stand out among the rest of the courses that we're talking about, as far as what it has to offer. And the prices will reflect that, because this is going to be one of those more expensive courses.
it is going to be a little bit more expensive to purchase a home on this course if you want a larger home.
Yes.
Now, that's not to say you can't move into this community on a budget.
Absolutely.
Because there are a bunch of townhomes in this community.
Yes.
So with those townhomes, you can get into this community for under $400,000. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking tiny townhomes. For example, here is a townhome that is 1,700 square feet, 2-bedroom, 3-bath, $355.
Yep.
Backs right up to the golf course.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Let's look up here.
If it's the townhomes that I'm thinking about, they back up right. They actually back right up to a tee box, so you could really sit out there on the patio and talk some trash if you wanted to.
Absolutely. You know, we got condominium for $315. I would actually call that a townhome.
Looks not like a townhome.
Not a condominium. Again, 1,700 square feet, 1,500 square feet, 2-bedroom. Let's take a look at this. This is under contract. Really good looking home here. Let's see. Let's view all the photos. Look at that view. Mm-hmm. You know,
Yep.
What more do you want?
If you love that golf course living, or if you want that golf course living, that's the kind of view that you want from your patio, especially if you're not looking to invest a lot of money into your home, or you don't need a lot of space.
Yeah, I love the use of space in this home. I know that this is a virtually staged home, so this furniture is not real. However, whoever virtually staged it did a great job.
Yeah.
It looks really, really nice. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and take a look at some more photos here. So here you have, this is the community center with the community pool. You can see the view of the golf course. Of course, that 2-car garage is so important.
Yeah.
You have a fireplace. Let's take a look at the kitchen here. Okay, so a little smaller on the kitchen. However, it looks like all modern appliances, stainless steel, deep farm sink, built-in microwave, high countertop. Like, for $340,000 to live on the golf course,
yeah,
with 1,700 square feet, you know, that, to me, that's great value for money.
I agree.
So you can get into the Painted Desert community relatively affordable, mm-hmm, at a relatively affordable price point.
Yeah, and being right off the highway, it really does give you easy access to the rest of Las Vegas. Or if you're looking to get out of town, you're looking to head north, you want to get farther up into northern Nevada, this also gives you that option to be really close. If you're going to be a lot closer to the mountains, so you will have cooler temperatures as well.
Now, if you don't want to live in a townhome, you don't want that shared wall, mm-hmm, you can still find affordable deals in Painted Desert. So for an example here, I have a 2,100 square foot single family residence on the course, backs right up to the fairway, $460,000.
Yep.
Right? So pretty decent value for money there. Now, if you want to spend big money, you can. You know, for instance, here is a home that costs $1 million. And it looks like it costs $1 million. You know, 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,400 square feet. So basically the same size house that I'm in right now, mm-hmm, right? But it backs right up to the golf course. And, you know, you're going to pay accordingly for that size of a home. One home I noticed when I was doing the research for this video, Justin, because we know this corner well right here, this corner house right
Oh,
here
yeah.
next to the lake that we're always dunking golf balls into.
It'd be convenient to buy that house. There's probably quite a few golf balls that I've left in there.
I'm sure $700,000, which, you know, that is pushing up against that 750 luxury line that we set. But you are talking about a home on a giant. Look at the size of this lot, right? This lot is absolutely huge. And you're talking about a home that you back your lot right up to this gigantic water feature and to the fairway with a phenomenal view. You know, what is that? 270 degrees around your home. You have a view of the golf course. Hard to beat that view.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a beautiful area. It's one of my favorite corners in the course because I love that hole.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd say I love that hole. I'm sure the guy who dives into that lake to get the golf balls loves it when I play that hole.
Oh, I'm telling you.
But, all right, guys, so we're going to move on. We have one more golf course community. This is definitely going to be the highest price point of any of the golf course communities that we're talking about today. However, still what I would consider affordable by golf course living standards.
And this course is going to be closest to the traditional downtown or Las Vegas area, the airport, the Strip. It's in the Southwest, which is a booming neighborhood. We're talking about Rhodes Ranch.
We are talking about Rhodes Ranch, which is one of my favorite courses to play here in town.
Yes.
As well. And we actually know somebody who lives on that golf course. Guys, Rhodes Ranch is just a fantastic golf course. And one of the things that I love about it is some of the best golf course food.
Yes, the bar and grill at Rhodes Ranch is definitely something that stands out. It's someplace that I've gone to just have lunch and not even golfed. Another thing that stands out about Rhodes Ranch, as Mike's bringing it up right now, is it has its own water park.
It has its own water park with a lap pool, a wave pool, a ton of water slides, tennis courts, pickleball courts, a gigantic community center.
And that's also a huge gym in there as well.
A massive fitness center in there, basketball court, sand volleyball court, all of that right across the street from one of my favorite golf courses in Las Vegas, and a golf course you can play for well under $100.
Yeah. This is another one of those guard-gated communities. There are two entrances, one off of Fort Apache and one off of Durango. If you know, you know, the best way to get in is usually off Fort Apache because there's just less traffic. The Durango entrance usually tends to get a little backed up because you have a lot of the golfers coming in because it's a little bit closer to the golf course. But Rhodes Ranch is just a really well master planned community. In Rhodes Ranch, you obviously have that gated community, but within the gated community, you're also going to find several smaller gated communities. And it just really depends on your budget. Some of these gated communities have massive homes. You're talking 3,500 to 5,000 square feet. So I would consider that a mini mansion. But then you also have some great smaller homes in that 1,800 to 2,300 square foot range. That still back up to the golf course. It's all going to be pretty similar in design. You're going to see a lot of the Tuscan style homes. Most of them are going to be two-story. There are a few areas that are going to have the single-story homes, but for the most part, you're going to find two-story homes. There are even townhome communities that have been built in there. So there's really a range of affordability, just depending on what you want. And then, of course, as a resident of Rhodes Ranch, you do have access to all the community amenities that your HOA covers, including the walking trails, taking advantage of the fact that it's guard gated. You have the grill there, so if you just wanted to eat out every night, but you never wanted to get in your car, you could just hop in your golf cart or walk down to the grill, depending on how close you are. And then, of course, you have a beautiful golf course.
Rhodes Ranch was started in 1997.
Yeah.
And they have continued construction all the way up through, I want to say around 2015. Taking a look at some of the homes that are on the market, the spread of homes that I saw stuff as old as built in 2000. I saw as new as 2014. So there's a decent spread of the age of the homes because that community has been developed over time. Now, again, like Justin was saying, this is a guard gated community in a very up and coming part of town. There's a lot of stuff going on in the Southwest right now here in Las Vegas. Lots of development, both of housing and of shopping and dining, along with a lot of industry going in just down the road. Obviously, there's zoning, so it's not going to be, you're not going to be backed up to a factory. However, You're just down the road from Switch. You're just down the road from the UFC headquarters. Most of the casino headquarters are in the southwest part of town.
Yep.
And there's a lot of new development going on. So it's right near the IKEA. Lots of dining and shopping options nearby in this area. You're right near the new Durango station with all of its fantastic shopping options. Check out our casino video. It's our best performing video. We're very happy with it. And we talk about the dining options in the Durango station. Of course, you're near the Uncommons, and there's some great restaurants in that facility right there. And then just up the road off of Fort Apache, plenty of restaurants, plenty of shopping for your everyday needs. Like we were just saying, you've got the IKEA, and there's soon going to be the new Ashley Supercenter. And then just down the road is the Walmart Supercenter with the Sam's Club and the Best Buy, and
Costco coming soon.
Costco is coming soon. So you don't have to go far for any of your daily needs. This is also going to be, as Justin said earlier, the most conveniently located to the Strip. So if you are a hospitality industry worker who works down on the Strip, this is going to give you your easiest access. You just jump right on the 215, shoot down the road 10 minutes, and you're there. Speaking of shooting down 215, takes you right down to the town center, which is another fantastic shopping community. I know we've been promising you a video on that, and we are going to get that here soon, especially now it's starting to cool off, so walking around outside is a little bit more pleasant.
Absolutely. Now, also with Rhodes Ranch, I think Rhodes Ranch is going to give you the most access to living that outdoor life.
Yes.
Obviously, you have the golf course. All around Rhodes Ranch, they have walking trails within the community. But just to the west of Rhodes Ranch, you have off-road trails, off-road hiking trails, off-road ATV trails, off-road biking trails. You're minutes from Red Rock, you're minutes from the Red Rock Loop. You're just a few minutes from the Blue Diamond area if you wanted to get out to Pahrump or in some of the hills down there. So you really have a lot of access to great outdoor activities. And again, it has that wonderful water park as well. So you and the kids can take advantage of that during the hot summer months. And the fitness center, cancel your gym membership. This fitness center has everything that you need.
All right, so let's take a look at some of the homes that you have available in this community. So like we said, this is going to be one of the more expensive communities on this list, or it's going to be the most expensive community on this list. But that's not to say that it's not affordable, because for instance, right here in front of me, I have 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,400 square feet, $540,000 in a guard-gated golf course community with all of the amenities that come along with it. And it's not like your HOA payment is going to significantly impact your monthly expenses either, because the Rhodes Ranch community fees, the Rhodes Ranch HOA fees, range between $180 and $220 a month.
Yeah, it just depends on if you're behind 2 gates or 1, really.
Yeah.
Obviously it has the guard gate, and like I'd mentioned, there are communities within Rhodes Ranch that have an additional gate. And if you're behind that additional gate, you may see, a separate HOA charge.
Here we have a typical home in the Rhodes Ranch golf course community. Like I said, 2,400 square foot, 4-bedroom home, 2-car garage, great landscaping. I really love the landscaping that they've got in here. It is a bit of that kind of traditional Las Vegas Tuscan style.
Yep. Most of the homes will be.
Yep, but that's all right. Especially for what you're getting for your money here. Decent sized kitchen, got a nice island in there. I would probably paint those cabinets if it was my house, but I don't feel like that kitchen is excessively cramped. Let's take a look at some of these other photos that we've got here. This is a 2-story home. Let's see here. So, the yard is going to be a little bit on the small side. However, I can tell you from my point of view, I'm not as necessarily worried about the size of my yard if I live in a community where I have access to that community center.
Yeah.
So I don't live in an HOA, so I've got a little bit larger of a yard. I have my own pool here. But I got to tell you, if I had it to do over again, or when I start looking to purchase my next home, I'm much more likely to move somewhere that has a community pool, just because the monthly upkeep on my pool is almost what I would pay for an HOA fee in some of these communities.
Yeah.
And honestly, I probably don't go swimming enough to really justify it, if I'm being completely honest. But as I can look at this backyard right here, there's more than enough room for my smoker, there's more than enough room for my grill, more than enough room for a fire pit and a couple of comfortable chairs where I can sit out there with my whiskey and my cigar and enjoy an evening. And you know, I can jump in my golf cart and drive on down to the golf course, which is pretty much my second favorite place to be after my own home.
And it's not to say that in Rhodes Ranch you're not going to find lots that are big enough for a pool. There are homes with pools in Rhodes Ranch. Just the majority of them are going to be on that smaller side. So if you want to do a pool, you would have to, you know, do a much smaller pool. But if you're looking for a pool, your home with a pool, there are those homes available.
And take a look at this water park, guys. With this giant pool, with these water features and all of the water slides, how great would it be to have that just down the street? I would probably get more use out of that than I do out of the pool I have in my backyard. Taking the kids on a Saturday afternoon, let's get out of the house, let's get some fresh air, some sunshine, go out and spend some time together as a family. Yeah. And it's probably not going to be that crowded. It's not going to be like going to the big water parks where
mile down the street.
Yeah, which is just down the street, but you know, it's going to be much less crowded because it's only accessible by the people who live in the community.
Correct.
So just some great opportunities there. You know, we could take a look at some of the other home prices in that community. Let's take a look at, see, we'll zoom out here. Yeah, you know, plenty of homes. Now, most of them are not going to be backed up to the golf course. That community is fairly large, and obviously only a certain percentage of the homes are going to back up to the course.
And the course view homes rarely come on the market. So when they do, they go pretty quickly.
Right. But you can still live in that golf course community, as you can see, you know, just slightly above the median home price. We're talking homes in the high fives, homes in the mid sixes. Heck, we even have, what is this over here? We even have some homes in the high fours. So $470,000, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,500 square feet, 2-car garage in the guard gated community with access to all of the amenities that we've already told you about. Yep. Guys, the point is, if you want to live in a golf course community and you can afford to buy a home in Las Vegas, you can afford to buy a home in a golf course community. It does not have to be a multi-million-dollar home. We have plenty of affordable homes in these guard gated communities with all of the amenities that go along with it. It is within reach. If it's something that you're interested in, reach out to Justin and I here at the Moody Olson team and let us help you find the perfect home for you. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, guys. So keep in mind, if you need lending help, you want to talk to our good friends and lending partners, Steve Schauer and Linda Vo at Security National Mortgage. They're the best in town. They can help you figure out how much you qualify for, what sort of rate you can get. And if you're not quite ready to purchase that dream home, they can help give you a roadmap to get you from where you are to where you need to be. And once you get there, reach out to us here. We're going to help you find that dream home, and we're going to negotiate on your behalf to get it for the best possible price for you. If you're looking to sell your home, reach out to us as well. We love listings here at the Moody Olson team. We're going to put our full effort into getting you the absolute most we possibly can in the least amount of time. We're talking professional photography, videography, drone photos. We're going to feature your home here on the Moving to Las Vegas YouTube channel. We're going to get that home in front of as many eyeballs as we possibly can to make sure you get the maximum value that your home deserves. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure showing you these golf course communities here. We can't wait to help you find your dream home. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever we put out a new video. We're putting out 2 every single week of the best locals and real estate content here on YouTube. Until next time, guys, I'm Mike.
I'm Justin.
And we're out of here.